Hey there, Virgo community. Soul Tigress here with a story for this wonderful community. Not sure what's gonna come out, but let me tell you what. As I'm channeling the energy for Virgo's ancestors, angels, as well as spirit guides, universal and divine energy to come in as protectors, and just to let all the energies know that I'm here to kind of translate what's going on, so that everybody in the 5D and beyond and everybody in the 3D are kind of getting on those same kind of communication waves. But one thing that I noticed is I felt something, but then I went to go write it down and I forgot it immediately. So this Virgo in this story may be dealing with some forgetfulness. I also noticed something going on with my chest. Could there be chest pains going on? Overly tightness feeling in the chest. If there's something going on with your chest, I will always suggest going and seeking medical advice, ruling out, making sure it's nothing really big that's happening. Also would like to mention there is anxiety that I'm feeling, and maybe this is why I'm feeling so much in the chest, is maybe there's a big amount of anxiety that's been building up. Another thing that I notice is that there's a stuckness, and maybe the stuckness is Virgo not feeling like they can go off in the direction that they want to go off in. Maybe it has to do with them feeling like they're being forced to have to do something, forced to have to deal with, say, this dead-end job, forced to have to deal with this dead-end relationship with whoever. Doesn't have to be particularly a partner. Maybe it is a partner. I don't know. But also, and this is what I'm getting, is there is a big gritting of teeth. It's just like they're trying to bear with the flow of life. Yeah, not sure what's going to happen, but let's take a dive in and let's talk about the Cancerian energy. Cancerian is going to be that new moon. Definitely Cancers can grab a hold of things and really hold on to them for a little too long, even though when it's time to let go. But Cancers are very intuitive. They're very gifted as well. And one thing about Cancer is I feel. So what is it that you feel like is going on versus maybe what you're being forced to believe could be something? Not too sure. And when we talk about this, I have expect a powerful change. New moon eclipse. What is it? And the moon is represented by Cancerian energy. It shows how we nurture things, but also how we nurture ourselves. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon and Pisces. What is it that you're having to give up? What is it that you're feeling like you have to sacrifice, but it's really going to take care of you? Your dreams need a practical plan. Now I'm getting tongue-tied. What's going on? This is a full moon in Taurus. What is it? And are you self-sacrificing a lot? Or maybe it's we're chasing away what could be because we're too busy, stuck. We're stuck. What else needs to come out? Are we stuck because the emotions are running high? This is a super moon. Are the emotions running high? Again, the energy is gaining momentum. All right, what I'm hearing is the guides, your ancestors, are not going to let you keep falling on your face. They really, really want you to learn this lesson. They want you to get past what's happening. And what we have here is step out of your comfort zone. North node. So the Virgo in this story has been in their south node. And the south node statement is, I already know. It represents energy from your past or past lifetimes, or it could be just the same old cycle that's been happening. You've been meeting the same people, dealing with the same situation. You went from one job to another, and it's still the same cycle of things, same cycle of drama, etc. But the North Node represents the energy you are here to integrate into your lifetime. The statement for your North Node is, I am ready to learn statement. So what is it? Is it being able to take care of yourself? Being able to know that you can construct your plans for your future and being grounded in it? Because you got that Taurus there. And that Taurus will take things head on. They like to have a wide range to roam, but they don't like it to be with like a bunch of cliffs, rocky barriers, and stuff like that. They want it to be comfortable in their home environment or where they frequent. And then this Pisces, full moon in Pisces, what is it that you're going back and forth? Or maybe you're only seeing from one view. Pisces is a polarity of energy between wisdom and a fresh view. So what is it that you maybe need to combine both? Very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the present. I have the dreams within dreams. So what would like to come out for the present for the Virgo community? I'm not going to lie, today during my workout, I really wanted my shoes and socks to be off. I really wanted to be grounded in what I'm doing. And I feel like this is a really big message for Virgo. And what I have here with the energies gaining momentum, emotions are running high, is a 10 of Wands. And what it looks like is we have the Kraken here who's sinking somebody's ship. So, what is it that keeps sinking your ship? What is it that keeps tangling up this Virgo? Maybe has this Virgo always jumping. Jumping. 8 of Cups. Not able to move forward from this. Still stuck. Only seeing the cup is only going to be half full. Then I have a Queen of Wands that comes out. This Queen of Wands is also in reverse, just like the 8 of Cups. Now, is this Virgo acting out irrationally because they're fed up, because they're so drained? Or is this somebody coming in and basically torching Virgo? Let's see. Can I get a clarity card using the Quick and Easy Tarot just for clarification? And I have a 4 of Swords that lands way over here. It lands in reverse. And what I have here that I really concentrate on is there's the lack of strength. So that tells me you're too caught up. You're too caught up. No matter which way you look, it feels like those swords are coming at you. And I would say it feels like those thoughts are coming at you. And not such a great way. It's almost like a way that takes you out. Can I get a clarity card for the 10 of Wands? Clarity card for the 10 of Wands. There it is. Oh, Virgo. So it's over a choice. And they felt like they chose wrong. They went with an energy that is very overbearing, overruling. They're just there to cause problems. This energy there is to cause problems. Mental, and I feel like mental, emotional, maybe a little bit also putting a, what is it? Like you can see you have your fire going, but then they're standing there with the water bottle trying to put you out, trying to put out that inner flame of your passions. When you have somebody who's trying to put you out like that, they're trying to keep you in place because there's something intimidating that you're probably bringing in. Anything else want to come out for the present? Yeah, you're stuck on this contract. This is why this contract is still going. This is why this contract is still a repetitive cycle. I feel like one, two, probably two other situations before this. Think about it. Do you have a type? Oh, that did a flip. Do I take it? I heard yes. So a couple things that we don't see. This person has flipped. This contract has right now Virgo flipped. Flipped where they're not able to take their sword from the stone and go in that passionate direction. What I feel like is a passionate direction that they are headed in, or they think that they're headed in still, is one that just has them lost. What I see is the vision of just going in circles and just finding your own footprints and just being like, I've been here, but it just, for some reason, I can't pull my Ace of Swords from this situation. Don't give up. The Ace of Swords is still there. The fact that you can still see it, you can still feel it, you can have that choice. And look at that. We have this Two of Coins. You keep finding your footprints because you've been going around in circles, and you think about how you can choose different. How you can choose different. It's going back and forth, back and forth. These cards love doing tricks today for the Virgo community. What's going on, they and them? Brothers and sisters? So I have the Five of Coins. This situation that's burning you up, that's handling you, got you feeling like this. Got you feeling like there's nothing else. But I'm looking at how this Five of Coins is just overstimulated because the energy is gaining momentum. They're looking at that fixed energy, the Taurus, the I have. This is the one, Taurus is associated with throat and neck. So being able to speak your truth. Being able to, and that's what throat chakra is. Expression, creativity, clear communication, confidence in speaking. But when it's inactive or it's going the opposite direction, because it can get overactive too, it can be inactive. It could actually be calloused over as well because somebody has been hindered for so long. I mentioned this because this could be a Virgo in this story. That's what they're dealing with, is that they never were able to speak up because there was a fear of speaking up. There's shyness. There's social anxiety. Maybe this is something that they dream about. Maybe going off, and what I see is in their own direction. What I'm getting is an entrepreneur kind of vibe. being able to walk in and network with people on a comfortable level, and what you're bringing in. What I see is like handing out business cards, networking, making contacts and stuff. That's what I see as the visual here. There's a bigger plan that Virgo dreams about, but for some reason, again, this new moon in Cancer is showing us that there's something that they're holding on to. Another card that we don't see is the Ten of Cups in reverse. Virgo just feels like this is just the way it is. I'm supposed to feel this way. I'm supposed to be this neglected. I'm supposed to be this unfulfilled or overfulfilled with this other person's reality, I would say. I want to say suffering, because this other person's not very nice. All right, so woo. Let's talk about the block. I have a new deck here, Folklore Tarot. And this one we're going to work with the block. I appreciate this because it brings it back to simple things. And sometimes when you get grounded and stuff, you start to realize the simple patterns of things. You start to analyze that, Virgo. And you could even see the simple pattern of how somebody acts and how they react to things. And once you start to analyze that, you can almost start to predict their behavior. And I have a feeling that Virgo can predict this person's behavior. They're actually really, really good at it. The whole thing is they haven't harnessed their power yet. They haven't pulled that Ace of Swords from the stone and knowing that they are the wielder of their mindset, their emotional set, their physical set, how they come in and how they want to come in. All right, so what would like to come out for the block, for the Virgo community? I have the Tower here. And if you look at the bottom, that's a Cancer symbol down there. No, but does the Tower actually represent Cancerian? I'm not sure. But that's very interesting. What I say, what is it that you need to let go? What is that intuition telling you about this unstable energy? Comes in like, I'm this, I'm that, la 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 la. But in reality, there's something different. There's something different. And it's time to have a Tower. It's time to pick up what you're doing and head out. Head out, and you don't have to take this person with you. Why? Because you got it. And whatever you're doing, you have it. And Ancestors says that you have been analyzing, you've been researching, whether it's economic kind of research, whether it's whatever you're doing. Is it needed? Is it something that's going to be needed 10 years from now? Whatever you're doing, this is confirmation to head towards it. And again, this is all going to be aimed in a positive direction, because don't you go off and trying to head in a direction where you're going to be the downfall. No. No low frequency stuff. It's all about heading up. All right, so we need to have a Tower. We need to realize, you know, what is our emotional blocks? What is it that's hindering that growth? Where we need to go, where we want to go in our emotions. Why? Why is it that the current reality feels so thorny? It feels so thorny, it feels so emotionally draining, because if you look around, we have some what looks like little raindrops. I would almost say teardrops right here. This is that. Again, Four of Swords energy. And what we don't see that this Four of Swords is on is the Knight of Pentacles. But what does the Knight of Pentacles look like? It looks like a Sagittarius. And Sagittarius are mutable signs. They bring in the end of a cycle. What is it that you need to see that you're not seeing? It also shows where one is more generous, optimistic. Also, it shows how you're going to work your manifestations. Because this one's an explorer. You know, when you want to manifest something new, that takes a curiosity. So right now, even though this all comes in upright, there's a block. There's a block seeing what's really prickly in this relationship, how it's holding up where you want to go, especially emotionally. If you want to wake up every day and head to whatever you're dealing with and you want it to be peaceful, emotionally filling, because I know for myself, I don't like to go to work places where there's drama, where there's somebody taking. I don't do well, and I've learned this myself, with micromanagement. And I learned this a few jobs ago. And we had a new manager come in, and I could feel that I couldn't appreciate that manager's leadership. It wasn't nothing of them, because there's other people who can work with that, but this had to do with me and how I like to fly. And everybody's different. Just remember that, Virgo, everyone's different. We have our own preferences. We have our own boundaries. So it's opening up. What is your stability? How do you want to go? What is that arrow, the direction you want to be shooting for? Shooting in. All right. Anything else that comes out, wants to come out for the block? And it also has to do with the traditions. Because I have a 2 of Wands and I have the Hierophant. Old traditions. Traditions maybe that were passed down. If you grew up in a household that said that you have to put up with whatever, you know, right now your goal is to get the job that has the benefits, and that you can work the 40 hours. What they didn't say is it's okay to draw up boundaries where this job is actually asking you to work 60 hours a week, you know, in order to keep your benefits, because if you try and take a day off, this job may want to punish you or something. And this can also go in partnerships with work. This can go in, this can go in relationships too, partnerships, relationships, whether it's friends, family, and stuff like that. And as you've seen, I had a little something come up. So what I would say is, if there's a Virgo out there who's been dealing with a lot of acid reflux lately, I would say it's having to do with the stress of this situation. Trying to hold up those old traditions in the way that you're trying to build your world, in the way that you're trying to see your world, and what you're really trying to encompass. That's really hard, because there's so much that's changing. Human behavior is constantly evolving. And if you've been around for the past 40 years, you can see how much it has evolved just from the spur of technology. I was talking with a few people earlier this week, and I was telling them that this younger generation, these ones that are in the teens right now, they're kind of like the experiment generation when it comes to the devices, because they were handed devices at the earliest age compared to all the generations before them. And we're starting to see in the behavior this influence these devices have had on them. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes about, because they were bringing Mark Zuckerberg up and trying to hold him accountable for some of the stuff on Instagram. There's still the back and forth with TikTok and stuff. So it's what we thought was one way 20 years ago is something totally different now. Another thing I can give an example is, at one time doctors did prescribe cigarettes. One time doctors prescribed a whole bunch of stuff that we would say is totally bad for you now. So just keeping an open mind, adapting, flexibility. and checking in with yourself. One of the things that these newer times are teaching is how do you feel, and really checking in and wanting to create an environment where you can honor that within. That's one thing I really like. All right, and as we talk about that, we have a Page of Cups. And that Page of Cups is pretty much in reverse. And it lands on the Tower. It lands on the Pentacles. It lands on this Queen. I'm wondering if this Queen is playing into a trigger. A trigger that you could have developed a while ago. Because on the opposite end, this wouldn't be such a happy seal there. Let's get a clarification card here. Clarification card for that page. Oh. So the clarification card with the page has to do with the Six of Cups in reverse. And a Six of Swords and upright. Maybe there's a sense of some kind of abandonment that happened when you were supposed to have some kind of support. That's what I'm getting. Like you were dependent on somebody maybe sharing something with you. Maybe an earlier lesson earlier on in life or something, helping you prepare, helping you be filled, but it never came in. Whoever this person was, they could have not known how to navigate their own stuff. That's what I'm getting. If this feeds back into an earlier lesson that the Virgo in this story had. And I would say it's opening up that wherever this lesson came from, maybe opening up to a different view of it. Maybe going in and balancing the spirituality and practicality. Because you're not that young anymore, remember? You've gained wisdom. You've gained wisdom. But in that wisdom, you do have newer view of things. So what is it that this Virgo has grasped onto that they've been really, really reserved on? Because again, we got that Capricorn full moon that's happening. And a lot of Capricorns are really reserved with their emotions, really reserved with what's bothering them. So this is going to be digging in deep. Whatever seeds that you were planting in March that you wanted to see come to fruit, and what is it, the harvest season? The harvest season, depending on where you live, can last for a short amount of time. It could last for a long time. But what I'm getting at, this is right now. The energy is saying, well, what do you need to let go of? What is it that we have to look at and that we have to process that we've really been reserved on, so you can pull out your sword and the stone? That new beginning. All right. I'm hearing one more card for the block. One more card. Anything else want to come out? Oh, it's a few cards. All right, so bear with me as I look at everything that's happening here. What I'm hearing is Virgo is afraid that there's going to be too much sacrifice. It's going to be too much sacrifice. I have the Ace of Pentacles. I have a Page of Pentacles, both in reverse. I have the Eight of Wands in reverse with a Knight of Swords in upright. So what they don't see is the transformation that's going to come. The fact that they're going to be sitting up comfortably, able to swim within the emotions, able to rule their kingdom of emotions and be able to validate that. But the thing is, the thoughts have to head in that direction, and the emotions, you have to put it in the thoughts to start putting it into the emotions. Because right now with the Ace and the Page of Pentacles, let's see, in reverse, that's the fear of losing out on too much, losing out on stability. And what I'm hearing this Virgo is yes, I want to break from all this conflict with that I'm dealing with outside in my environment, but also within. But the thing is, if I do that, is the rug going to be pulled from under my feet? And this is where I get the grim feeling that Virgo's not trusting in the divine. Virgo is not trusting in the universe. Virgo's not trusting in their guides. Virgo's not trusting in the intuition. Again, that is a part of Cancerian energy, is trusting in your gifts. That's a part of aligning with yourself, is trusting in your gifts. If you can't trust in yourself, Virgo, who can you trust? Think about that. It starts with you first, and then when you start to raise up your vibration, you're going to attract others who are like-minded. But a lot of times it comes at the expense of learning a big lesson. All right, so I'm going to feature another new deck. I'm actually really excited. This is the Energy Oracle cards. Look at that. Amazing. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides, divine and universal energy. What can help out with this Virgo's block? What can help out with the Virgo's block today? What I take that is taking a moment for yourself. Maybe going out and sitting outside and just observing. Taking a moment for yourself. Door to value, 31. That lands on the Hierophant. That lands on the Two of Wands. Open your door to your value. Because you're worth big bucks. Big bucks. Not just in coin currency, but emotional currency, creativity currency, stability currency, emotional currency, intellectual currency. Virgo, do not doubt yourself. You are smart. You are smart. You're a hard worker. You're committed. Committed. It's okay to get derailed a little bit. Our lessons come in due time. And I have first chakra, Archangel Michael. First chakra, when it is balanced, represents stability, groundedness, security, vitality. Going in and doing a good meditation, seeing what your root chakra needs. Because right now, this Virgo may be residing in fear, anxiety, insecurity, and restlessness. Then we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Second chakra. That's going to be joy, passion, healthy relationships, creativity. When it's in balance, it's lack of creativity, emotional instability, social dysfunction, fear of change. Number 36. All right, let's see. Angel of Balance. Number 48. Look at that color. To me, blue is a lot of protection. I feel like if you can really feel that you are protected, really feel that the divine has your back, Virgo, you're going to be able to spread those wings. Maybe you feel like you're out on your own on something. Maybe this other person has made you feel a type of way, that it's you that has the problem. Nobody else has the problem, just you. Don't let people feel that way, or let you feel that way, especially if you're feeling it in your intuition. All right, so 2 more cards. 2 more cards. What is the ending message for the Virgo community? All right. Again, getting grounded in yourself. I feel like Virgo is so smart that divine doesn't really have to pop out with these messages. I feel like Virgo's already been picking up on this. So I would say this is reconfirmation. All right. All tied up. Number 23. Getting yourself untied. Hostilities. Hostilities. I think this goes to this other energy because these were both in reverse. So then I would say this is what is being spoken to whoever this other energy is who is tying up this Virgo. And this is being spoken through the 6th chakra. Archangel Metatron. And that 6th chakra, is your 3rd eye. Your intuition. That's where you get your clarity, your insight, your imagination for dreaming big. Dreaming where you want to go. What happens when it's inactive, or maybe it's spinning the other way, is you'll have a lack of insight. You won't be able to see those dreams, those goals as easy. It's going to be hard to sleep because you may be having some nightmares. And what I tell you earlier about forgetfulness? Well, right here with an inactive 3rd eye, you're going to have low concentration. And this is what I'm hearing to relate to you. What you're feeling is normal. How you're feeling like you're going back and forth on something is normal. You're going back and forth between where you should head off to, what energy you should start to integrate on your spiritual journey, and you're stuck at the energy that has been integrated. The whole thing is you've learned your lessons there. You've already analyzed, you've overanalyzed, you quadruple analyzed. Now it's time to go. It's time to go learn something new about yourself. Go ahead and find out where your north node is. I'm going to go off on a little tangent and tell you a little bit about myself so you can understand the difference between the nodes. So I have north node in Aries. Aries is in my 2nd house. And then also I have Mars in that house. Go figure, right? And my south node then is in Libra. Libra, if you know anything about Libra's mythology, is Libra was the goddess that represents Libra, was the last one to leave humanity once humanity had been corrupted. And usually Libras are the ones who can stick it out and stick it out and stick it out a lot of times. And it's hard for them to give up. And my south node being in Libra also puts me at a stand with people pleasing. How am I coming in to my social standing? How am I affecting my social interactions at this event. And it could be to where you're almost people serving too much. And with my North Node being in Aries, it's going to be kind of opposite. Aries is the I am. Aries is the birth of awareness. If you know, Aries is the emperor in tarot. It's the cardinal sign. It's the bringing in of seasons, the start of seasons. It's the head going head forward into things. And so my mission is to come into understanding who I am, where my goals are, what my purpose is, but being headstrong with it, knowing that I need to believe in myself and have just a strong conviction in myself that I've had for others that I have ran into and I believed in their messages. So researching where you're node at could honestly help you interpret what it is that you could incorporate that could help you out into gaining where you want to go. All right, so I think that's gonna do it. I hope y'all had a great time with this story. Thank you so much for hanging around, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.